Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you can come along today to set up pages and a signature that we will bind in a junk journal. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. Well, today I am on the sunny porch again. We have holiday guests staying over. Cup of hot coffee and feeling good. In today's video, I am going to take the pages that I prepped in last video with white acrylic paint, coffee dyeing, a little bit of ink, watercolor and crayon, all very simple techniques, household supplies. I used greeting cards and book pages, even copy paper, to make 8 pages for a single signature in a new junk journal. I hope that you can join me for the scary part, right? Hopefully not scary. I always think about the binding part with a little trepidation, but we're going to do it today, friends. We're going to do it. So first part of this video, we are going to set up the pages. And here's an example of the copy paper. I folded it in quarters to make it a double fold, so to speak, when you make it into a page. And look at that. I think it's going to be a fun little pocket along the way. Same thing with this watercolor paper, and I will link in the description box below how I made these in the last video if you care to see that. Have to be a little gentle with the copy paper. I usually do it in 2 parts. I let it dry, do a first draft, so to speak, and then a second layer. And I think for these pages, as I begin to set up the journal, I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape to reinforce those particular page spines, because I think when I bind them, they might need a little support. I'm not so much worried about these cards. I think they're cards, right? They're cardstock. I think they'll be fine. I am enjoying the little flaps, and on this one, on the greeting cards that were repurposed. And all together, I have 8 pages to make up a single signature. And then this will be the cover. It is a paper bag reinforced with a little bit of book page. And all of this is going to be my junk journal for January. And I am going to do Meg at Meg Journals challenge. My one question is if this will be my only journal in January. I usually do notebook journals, comp notebooks, and little craft notebooks for my personal documenting and doing art and art journaling. So I am not sure yet. I also would love to know what you're doing. Are you going to participate in Junk Journal January? What do you have on deck for 2024? I'm in the great debate, friends. I'm not sure. I really do love having a quickie notebook around because I tend not to journal every day. In fact, I usually journal a few times a week, and that's going to be important in Junk Journal January as well, because I know I won't be doing the prompts that are put out every single day. I'll probably be doing them in batches. But that's the fun of these challenges, is to do them at your own pace. And I haven't met a YouTube creator yet that really is, I don't know, rigid about the rules. I think everybody realizes that people journal in their own way and create in their own way. So I will be doing that a few times a week, and I'm really excited for it. And as you can see right now, I have acrylic paint. This is the white acrylic paint I've been using in the last couple videos. And I just want to again reinforce the paper bag with the book text and a little more paint, sturdy it up. I am not sure at all, friends, about the closure. Obviously, I have the handle there. Oh, this coffee is delicious. It's one of those Pete's coffees, and it's a caramel something. Very good. So let me know in the comments about your January journaling, what your 2024 plans are, and if you have any wonderful way for me to use this handle as a closure, because closures always, they're always a challenge for me. Let's see. All right, so the next step in this process is I am using these beautiful book pages, little tear there, of strips to reinforce the pages in the cover all throughout the signature. I've already done some of that off camera, so I'll show you that. Took a little break there and went in. Excuse me. And I think to add a little bit of consistency, I guess I would say, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, I guess it is, throughout the journal, cohesiveness, maybe it's cohesiveness, I am going to be using this botanical book throughout. Ooh, look at that, isn't that sweet? I love that when you have greeting cards all set up for you. And the washi tape. So I have done a little bit of that prep, added what I thought needed to be reinforced. And I think we're going to be good to go to bind this journal. Now, I've bound journals in different ways. I found that I'm really loving the waxed linen thread. First of all, I think it holds a book well, which of course is very important. And second of all, it is easy to thread the needle. Oh, and another quick idea, if you're a person who doesn't want to even hand sew, you can always wrap string around the center of your signature. I usually do it multiple times, and you can have, I think they call it like a flowish journal. You don't have to sew at all. Pardon me. I like to use these big paper clips. Get that signature secured. And of course, at this point, make sure your pages are facing in the direction you need them to face. They're in the order you want them to be. Because this is the point of no return, friends. Once we get it in, you're not going to be happy with an upside down page, or you'll just collage or do something over it. But here we go, look. Yep, that's what I love about the wax linen, because it never goes smooth with other types of thread for me. This is my Dollar Tree basket and my old book. I use this as a DIY book cradle. And sometimes I do the cover at the same time as the signature. I don't know, something about the paper bag cover, I feel it's a little lighter weight, and I decided to do them separately. I didn't want to rip it. I'm eyeballing per usual. And I have this little longer card sticking out the top. I'm making sure that I avoid that, because that's a single card there, and go a little bit lower. And then I'm going to get that third hole in. I really do like using this book cradle. I feel that I get down into the actual center of the spine and I don't go too crooked. So That's a plus. Here we are. And because I did it separately, I am going to simply take a pencil and measure up the lines, make a little dot, and we'll be fine. Yes, so Happy New Year to you. Are you excited with any new journaling or art journaling, collage journaling, junk journaling? I'm not a big planner person. I do keep a separate work life sort of planner, but it's very functional. Not one of the planner people that like a bullet journaler that does a fancy kind of planner. All right, I think I'm going to say I think we're good to go, but we're really not, because this is where I make a mistake, and you'll see it in a moment. It will be corrected, so I will not steer you wrong completely. I gotcha. But watch. I get very excited about getting from the center of the signature out, and then I go in the top hole. And of course, this is the mistake, because I completely forgot. Yeah, I did. So we're going to do take 2. Yes, take 2. Here we go. I had to pull it out because I completely forgot the cover. I was sewing the signature. Yeah, the cover. I know. But I decided to leave that mistake in so that you could see it's all good. We all do it. I certainly do. Now we have the cover. So going into the signature from the inside out, doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch today, kind of a journaling classic stitch, and through the cover. I'm wiggly and jiggly. This is a wonky sort of process for me. I tend to do the cover separately and then go into the signature. Because I never seem to be able to line them up exactly when I want to. Now this stitch from the top goes all the way to the bottom hole, and I am checking that we're okay on the spine. So it goes all the way down in one long stitch. Back out through the signature, and then out through the cover. By the way, I have this hook style needle. It doesn't matter as long as you have a sturdy enough needle to go through heavier cardstock weight paper, you'll be fine. I think it just came in a bookbinding kit. Now this is the one trickier part. Be careful when you do the second entry into the middle hole from the outside in that you don't split your thread. I go a little more gingerly through there. Now I'm going to make sure I have each piece to make the knot of thread on either side of that long center thread. Check the spine, looking good. There's something about a paper bag journal. I think it's something I haven't done in a while. I have done a couple. I think it's sweet. It feels the junkier of the junk journals. And I like that. Okay. pressing down. If you have a bone folder, you can use that. The handle of a scissors works just as well. I've left that little flap for a pocket or a tuck spot. Gonna give this a good press. The cards are a little bit heavier weight and I want to make sure they flatten out. Sometimes I even bend back the journal a little bit. And once you start working with the pages and you get, different mediums on them and collage and so forth, I tend to collage. I'll sketch or doodle a little bit. I like that. I think those are going to be fun pockets in the copy paper pages. That's some of the washi tape I put on. Nice. We're good to go. January's around the corner and we have a journal. Hooray! I do love this part. I love making a new journal. So thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much if you've subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that. I've really enjoyed our time together in 2023. I look forward to more time with you in 2024. Thanks so much for stopping by and Happy New Year to you.